Do what? Probably where we stopped. Oh, big bump. Some nice boys. I should have wiped my windshield off while we stopped. I said it'd be nice if we lived around, around here where you could get up on the Blue Ridge and then get back off and, just go for, like a day ride, but it's probably like it is close to home. You'd get bored of it. Not be, having to stick to the same stretch. Awful pretty though. Fasten your seatbelt, honey. My son said, fasten your seatbelts. See, Natchez Trace would be a lot like this with just trees and road between the trees. There wouldn't be all these scenic overlooks. It'd still be nice, but it'd just be a different kind of ride. I've looked at a half a dozen different ways to mount this camera on the bike so I wouldn't have to mount it on my helmet, but it's just no matter which way you do it, it's just too bouncy. As long as you mount it on your helmet, it comes out, pretty nice and smooth. Couldn't even see it back there. I was going. Yep, it's a nice one there. Elk Mountain overlook. Go ahead, buddy. I'm just taking a glance. was in there the other day getting the front tire put on. There was a guy in there that had a slingshot, and you'd probably love that thing. It actually, you sit in it like a car. It has car seats in it. It's only about $40,000 probably. Now that would be a good way to enjoy a ride. Of course, really, I can't see it being all that much better than just having one of those dune buggies we, passed. Dune buggies. The ones that were there at Sonic. But yeah, it's the car version of a dune or a go-kart. Yeah, you'd think it would be going to rain. It may yet. Cascades. I can't remember what that is. Looks like there'd probably be a pretty overlook there. Good God, if we keep stopping, we'll never get to Virginia. Speeding again. Could be a nice view over to the right there, through the trees. Right Ridge tree up there on the cliff. That's pretty. View. I was gonna say, damn it, I don't think you can see anything. You can a little bit, not real well though. Lewis Fork Overlook. If you slide your helmet around, most time you'll be able to scratch it. Of course, you got your do-rag on under there again this morning, don't you? That's all right. I'm going back to being Mr. Antisocial this morning. Let's see this Rock Falls. I had some at the house, and I think it actually crossed my mind there at one point, but then I never did think about it again. I have a pair that I've had for years and years and years that Never even had out of the pouch in forever. Somebody there was wearing a GoPro. I said one of those riders was wearing a GoPro. Blue sky. We'll take that all day long. Yeah. I think I'm gonna stop this. It looks like this will be a real nice view. Oh man, look out through there. Now you can see. See way out through there. Oh. Well, that's true. I've seen a couple horses. I don't think I've seen any cows. Slow down so I can stay in my lane while I'm trying to gawk. Probably the next gas station. Well, no, I was gonna say probably not the next gas station, but before we leave Roanoke, we need to probably go to an ATM and get a little bit of cash out. Because shortly after Roanoke, we will pass through a place where we have to pay to keep going. Yeah, well, park entrance fee, it's like $10 a person. 10 or 15, I can't remember. Well, it's technically beyond the Blue Ridge, but it's the last leg of this journey before we get back on like highway. It's Skyline Drive. We'll actually finish the Blue Ridge, and then we'll start into Shenandoah National Park and cross Skyline Drive, and you have to pay 10 to 15 per person entrance to Skyline Drive, and then that crosses over to Front Royale, which is our last stop before heading towards the coast through DC and stuff like that. Ooh, looky there. My. Now there's a view for you. I don't think anybody's, no, I was going to say, nobody's behind me, so I don't have to worry about not slowing down. Yep, that's a nice view. I actually expected more of the trees to have turned than they have. Not necessarily, because the ones at the house were just barely turned, or turning. They were just starting to turn. Probably are going to have to just invest in us some expensive helmets. Even this one, you know, is not that expensive, and hopefully get something that's actually comfortable to wear for long periods of time. Boy, right here would be a hell of a place to hit that rail and go flying over, wouldn't it, baby? Oh. Oh. Yes, sirree. You could really get some air here. I'd say you'd be smacking me in the back of the head all the way down. Oh. Probably, baby, probably. That little lake that we passed back there a while ago, there's a little lake like that at the one place that I was going to stay tonight, but I don't know if it's going to be too far away or not. The place that I was going to stay, I had two options for tonight to stay, either in Roanoke or about another hour farther away at the Peaks of Otter Lodge. And the Peaks of Otter sits right on a little lake like that one we passed back there. It looked real pretty. Well, peak season, yes. Peak, like the weekend, it would have been high, but it was probably, I think I checked, it was about $100 a night through the week. And that's not too bad to stay in a place that, was like that, right on the lake. I mean, you could probably save $30 staying in Roanoke. Yeah, at least an hour and a half. No. I mean, we won't be to Virginia Beach for a couple days yet. But that was a nice overlook back there. What do you mean, baby? Well, there you won't see it on the Blue Ridge, only off. Well, they drive down into town, you know, just like everybody else. Because there's towns all around us. It's just nothing right on the ridge. That's pretty. You know, and even to get to Roanoke, we'll have to leave the Blue Ridge Parkway to get there. Now the Peaks of Otter Lodge sits right on the Blue Ridge, pretty much. But it's one of the, it's kind of like that Diamondback Inn back there, Little Switzerland Inn. They sat right off as soon as you got off the ridge. They were right there. That's the way Peaks of Otter Lodge is. You basically just pull over the side of the road and there it is. But now Roanoke, we'll have to actually get off the Blue Ridge Parkway and travel 10 minutes or so to get there. What did that sign say? I missed it. They must sell Christmas trees for a living. Northwest Trading Post. Huh, cafe. Yeah. The sad thing is it kind of looked like it was going to be rainy over in Virginia Beach, or at least, you know, it was given rain for like each day. For like the day that we got there, it was given chance of rain for each day. So that Virginia Beach, yeah. Well, honestly, the plan is to go to the end of Blue Ridge Parkway, cross over Skyline Drive, which is about another hour, maybe, into Front Royal, Virginia. And that's directly west of District of Columbia. So I figured that we would end up spending the night in Front Royal, leaving that morning, stopping in Washington, D.C. to do a little sightseeing. Raccoon Holler, honey. That's a pretty little pond. Yeah. That's good. Oh, I wasn't recording that part. I guess you're safe, baby. All that evidence of how naughty you are. Roanoke, 132 miles. Yeah, there's some cows over there, baby. Remember, try to sit up so I don't. Miller's Camping. Apple tree. No. Had red leaves on it. I thought it was an apple tree. Could share the road, couldn't I? Say not. Oh, another one. District office. Honey, that knife on my right hip, at the bottom of it, there's some string. I didn't tie it up this morning. Would you grab it and pull it up and... Oh, am I? Ooh, another bump. Ooh, 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 ooh. I thought maybe it might have been dragging down there on the muffler or something. Ooh, looky there. More pretty overlook. Caught glimpses of it, but I couldn't really, you know, look at it long enough to really see what it was all about. Give him a toot. Yeah, he's a cute little boy. Now here would be a place to be buried, honey. Or well, if you decide you want to scatter my ashes, you can bring me up here off one of these big overlooks and throw me into the wind. Do what? Well, I told you was going to have to buy you a bed with a headboard with a place where you could mount my urn. Of course, I did. Do what? Do what about mouthful of ashes? That's true. That's true. I guess you shouldn't be rocking the headboard after I'm gone then, should you? Honey, at that age, hopefully at that age. The only way there'd be another woman around is if you brought her in long before I ever left. It's a good one though, ain't it? At this point, after letting Janet convince you to be buried, I'm guessing that I'll just have to make you a headstone with a shelf. That way, after I go, if you go before me, I'll just have to have somebody mount my urn on your headstone, and I can be buried right on top of you, more or less. That's pretty. So many pretty overlooks, they'll never make it to Roanoke. Well, that one you have to kind of walk out to. I think I'll just keep on going. Oh, this is pretty too. See it. It's even got a little swimming dock on it. Through here. Dalton Park. Now that's romance for you, honey. That's a nice view out through there too. Yeah, honey, if I had one bike trip to make before I died, this was it. Right here. Maybe even get to do it again someday with a more comfortable helmet. Oh man. Really pretty. RV travel trailers. Nope. Oh shit, slow down. Mile marker 239, honey. 0. Yeah, it's 496 total, but we're going backwards. $292. Vinegar Cabin. I don't think that's all that special. Maybury Mill, I think that's maybe a little bit nice. I thought about stopping there. It's the one with the working water wheel. We may just have to make like a weekend or an overnight trip in the car to come back to that Grandfather Mountain. It really wouldn't take no time to get to it, you know, coming direct without taking the Blue Ridge Parkway. Bangers. Air Billows Overlook. I better get over here out of everybody's way. Da, da, da. they're just starting to, baby. Just starting to. I really would have thought they would have been more turned by now, though, yeah. But I think October, you know, end of September, October is when they really turn the most. Now, see, that was all you. See, like there's some yellow, and you can tell a lot of the tips are starting to turn, but I said something about an overlook but no trailers. I don't know what that means. Must lead down to like a twisty point or something. But I mean, hell, that, you know, they apply that to these little motorcycle trailers, and that doesn't really, it's not the same thing. Yeah, if they had just a little bit more of those trees cut down through there, you could see a long, long ways. Like the red clouds is trying to catch us again. Just don't have views like that at home, baby. I mean, there's just so many nice vistas that really stopping at the overlooks is kind of overkill. Unless you're just needing a break. You're riding the whole thing, that is. Do what, baby? I can't hear you, baby. Oh, right there's one of the places that we were supposed to stop and take a look at. That, those two rocky areas. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I forget. No, not stop there, but stop and see them. I think. Huh? Well, I don't really think there's any need to, unless you want to stop and stretch your legs for a minute. Oh, okay. Well, let me pull up just a little bit here more. Oh, this thing just gives us such a... Well, those rear floorboards just do not give me enough leg room to maneuver. Yeah, me too.